Should I be quiet? Sam, should I be quiet? Okay.
I think. I don't know.
Well, who knows?
Now you're not.
Now I'm not?
We're live on air.
Welcome.
Welcome.
To my podcast.
All right, welcome. You want to do the intro? Sometimes the guest does the intro.
Sure.
All right. That's my part.
Is that the intro?
No,
we did it already. We're done.
Do you want me
We
to
just get into the show now?
yeah, here we are. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of the Deviled Eggvocate.
Yeah.
Got a special guest with me today. I am chilling, as always. If I'm not chilling, I'm trying to chill. Matt?
Yeah,
good?
I'm chilling.
You're chilling?
With you.
We're chilling together.
I just realized that the fucking sun is just shining into my eyes.
Yeah. Sure. Let's fix that. Let's fix the
that.
blinds. Yeah.
That's
how you doing? Is that better?
I'm good.
Right on. It's good to be back. It's a beautiful fall day. I like to have the guests oftentimes because this podcast is about stroking my ego.
Oh.
But normally I have to do it myself. So when I have
I can compliment you.
Yeah. So tell the listeners how you know me, how we know each other, how we came to meet. If you can remember that magical night.
I have no recollection.
It was just a movie night.
It was just a movie night.
This is the first time I think we've hung out.
Before that? Oh.
I think the first time.
So we met at a movie night at Andrew's house.
Yep.
And Sam was there and I was there.
And that's the end of it. We've been going to. I've been kind of chronicling the movie nights.
How so?
On
You
this?
mean on this?
On the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Not like weekly, but if we
Yeah.
have an exciting time, I'll talk about it. The listeners in Moscow love it, dude. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, most of my listeners are from overseas, either South Korea or Moscow, Russia.
What?
Yeah, I like to
What is
hashtag
going
them
on
on
with that?
SoundCloud.
Why?
Well, so I think it's because on like SoundCloud I hashtag it Kanye, I hashtag it Donald Trump, I hashtag it
Sure,
Mega. Yeah. I do that. That's a good way to.
Dude.
Dude.
Okay.
I thought of a pretty funny joke the other day. You want to hear it?
Absolutely.
Sometimes in the when I'm in the kitchen and I haven't gone grocery shopping for a while, and jokes are best if you acknowledge that the story as I tell it. So in the kitchen, say I haven't gone grocery shopping for a while, I'll have to make do with what I have to make dinner, right?
Yeah.
But 100% of the time when I make dinner, I also I make do.
True.
Because of the dinner, the digestive tract.
Another 10 out of 10.
Yeah, you know me. Hitting homers every day.
Well, to stroke your ego a little bit, you do have the best puns.
Thank you.
I've
Yeah.
ever heard. They're so good that I don't think I've laughed at any of them. Just because I have to think so hard.
Yeah. I do appreciate
you catch me
that.
so off guard.
When I think a lot of puns are really dumb. I think like low hanging fruit puns are super annoying. If you tell them kind of with a tongue in cheek or a knowing of what you're doing, you parody the low hanging fruit.
I think half of it is you just with a stupid smirk. I think that's what gets me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing what I'm saying is wasting your time.
Oh, here we go.
Here goes another bad joke. I have tried really hard to write really good jokes. It's hard. It's really easy to write bad jokes that make me laugh.
When you say you write jokes, you mean like traditional jokes?
Yeah. Knock knock. Who's there?
Oh, okay.
Set up.
Sure.
Set up. Who?
Yeah.
Punchline.
Punchline.
That's about all I do.
Oh, okay.
So when I say really good jokes, I'm talking about
all I do to make
jokes.
people laugh is start laughing before I talk. Then that gives them the idea. That gives them a clue. To start laughing as well.
He might be saying something funny.
Yeah.
I like when like I was at a comedy show last night. Saw Rory Scovel live. Super funny.
He's amazing.
You know him?
Of course.
Nobody knows him, dude.
I'm a huge stand-up nerd.
So is Justin.
Is he?
I don't know why I said Justin. I should have said Andrew. So is Andrew loves stand-up.
I think Justin's more of a fan of really weird poetry.
Yeah, that dude loves really weird poetry, dude. And these are all movie night people for those of you who don't care. But so we're a couple of bearded men.
Yes.
We do this for
I have 2 beards.
Yeah,
I have a beard under my beard.
And I don't have a beard.
Well, we'll get you started.
With your backup?
Yeah. Just in case it ever falls off, you got another one.
That's great. Yeah. What's the best part of having a beard for you?
Probably everyone just ignores me.
Yeah. Like, I mean, babies don't have the choice. They are scared, I'm sure.
Not in my no.
Babies aren't scared of you?
Experience, no.
Really?
No, they're very curious.
Huh.
I think maybe it's my eyes.
It could be. You have a curious eye.
And then the other one is just normal.
Curious eye.
Yeah.
For the normal-eyed
yep.
eye. Popular show coming to E! Network. I don't know.
I don't like that network.
I don't either.
Okay. We agree. Let's move on.
Its name is entertainment, but they show nothing but non-entertainment, non-erment.
Well, it's what, yeah. It's just, I don't know. I haven't watched in a while. It's probably changed. I'm sure it's even worse now.
I think it's mostly your reality shows, your weekly roundups of what pop stars did or didn't did. I don't watch it either. Okay. You know, we have cable in this house, but it's not in the room that we're in with the TV where you would put cable.
You put it in the basement with all the storage.
No. Okay. So Eric lived here for a year and a half before Gus and I moved in. Mm-hmm. And so he put the cable in his room.
Oh.
So
well, that makes sense.
We pay for cable. It's in Eric's room. Our house was struck by lightning. The TV in his room shorted. The cable box shorted. The cable stayed in there.
Your house was hit by lightning?
Oh, yeah, dude. It was sweet.
Is that why it's so spooky in here?
Yeah, that and the fog machine.
The smoke machine.
I keep pushing. I wish it was up here so we could do this whole thing clouded by fog.
That would be a real treat for the listener, too.
It would. They would love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do an episode in just a haze of fog one time.
So you can't see each other.
Yeah.
Then it's
maybe I'll just do it by myself.
Well, it'd be like The Mist.
That
could get real scary.
Movie?
No, it's a Stephen King book / movie.
Shyamalan did.
Did he?
I think M. Night Shyamalan made The Mist.
I can't disagree. I have no idea.
Who made The Mist?
I found quite a few for you to choose from. The Best of Me, 2014 film, The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, 2012 film, Best in Show.
So the issue here is that I've changed my Siri in my phone to
an Englishman.
Well, it says New Zealand, and so I've been working on my New Zealand accent.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it doesn't understand me unless I say it in a New Zealand accent. So it's Siri.
Oh boy.
Who directed The Mist?
I found 9 for you to choose from.
Oh.
The Mist was directed by Frank Darabont.
I was wrong.
And I wasn't right.
You didn't put any money on the race. You didn't say.
I didn't have a dog in the race.
You weren't like, no, it's not M. Night Shyamalan. You're just like, oh, that's kind of interesting. It's mildly interesting.
Why did we bring that up? It doesn't. Mist?
We were talking about doing an episode.
Oh yeah. Well, what I was gonna say is, if you do it and just like avoid, it might get real dark real quick.
Yeah.
Especially if you're by yourself. I would listen to it.
If I avoid talking about The Mist, and then it's just I keep turning it on though. If you turn the mic a little bit so it's pointed closer to your mouth, it'll
like this.
No, like
yeah, it's not gonna work because this thing is.
Okay.
Just forget about it.
1 second. All right, so we're back.
Whoops.
Made a little whoopsies. So what you just heard was us adjusting the microphone so you can talk better, so you sound better.
Mm-hmm.
That happened 30 minutes ago. We recorded an entire episode, and I happened to stand up and knock the cable out of my computer. And you guys all know my computer has issues. It dies when the plug comes out, and we lost the entire episode. So we're back. We're gonna try and be as good as we can and do our best.
Yeah, damn you and your big feet.
Yeah, these size 11 narrows.
Big feet, big pants, big dreams. A joke that nobody got to hear.
yeah, right. Oh, there's so many funny jokes. Well, there's so many bad jokes.
Let me just explain that was probably the funniest half hour that nobody has ever heard.
Nobody, and ever will. And I think if we try to duplicate it, it'll go very poorly.
Well, it's kind of like Tenacious D.
Yeah.
This is just a tribute to what was the funniest half hour of comedy. I'm talking ever.
Ever.
I'm talking Jerry Seinfeld can go suck an egg. Okay. Bill Hicks can take a flying jump at the moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that was the best half hour of comedy, and it's just a shame that nobody will ever hear it.
It truly is. You could liken it to an aborted fetus.
Ooh.
If you want it.
This is fun imagery.
Right?
Let's pretend the fetus is holding an umbrella. Let's make it even more fun.
And a big pair of pants.
And a big pair of pants. Oversized for that little tiny baby.
Yeah, because he has a big future and big dreams.
Well,
inside jokes. Yeah. Yeah. You know, some of them are just sea monkeys.
Yeah.
Right? That's how that works. That's where sea monkeys come from.
I think, yeah, it's when a sea monkey is born. When the mother, how does it go? The mother loses half of the chromosomes from the egg, and then the father's chromosomes just take over.
Is this true?
No.
Okay, I was like, why do you know so much about sea monkeys? A, why do you know so much about sea monkeys? 2, are you sure you're not talking about seahorses? And C, dude,
C.
That was a bad list.
Seahorses from the sea.
And C, monkeys. Did you ever have sea monkeys? That was like a
yeah.
Like
no. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically like, I forget what they actually were, but they were basically just little specks in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were like freeze dried, like horse semen.
Oh.
Right. And so
that's
freeze dried.
what it was.
They get it from the horse, and instead of giving it to another horse to
Yeah.
to birth another horse, there's too many horses as is. I think they're the worst animal.
Whoa, we're gonna have to take a little time out. The
horse.
Hold on. The horse is the worst animal?
Name another.
Name an animal that's worse than a horse?
Yeah.
Every other animal.
They're
so majestic. They're beautiful.
But they do nothing.
Listen, they don't run. They gallop.
Gallop?
All right, just like me.
Yeah, so does a donkey.
I gallop. The donkey kind of just farts around. Okay, that's you. You're a donkey. I'm a horse.
No.
Oh yeah.
I've been working on my sound effects.
Ooh, can we try a few?
Yeah.
Should I tell you what to do?
Yeah, sure. And then I'll just
maybe
I could give you a couple of the greatest hits afterwards.
Oh, okay. Do a police car.
Stop in the name of the law. Honk.
That was a really good sound. Give me one.
Let's do a sprinkler.
Sprinkler. Ooh, ready?
Yep.
It's fall. The sprinkler's not on. See, that was really. See this. That was a type of joke that wasn't in the last half hour.
Yeah.
That's just a regular joke. You should have been here for the last half hour.
Which were extra regular jokes.
Oh yeah. Now we're at the bottom of the barrel.
Give me another sound effect.
I'm gonna think of like a hard one.
Sure. Will you do that? Should I give you a sound effect?
Yeah, I'll do another sound effect while trying to think of one for you. How about an old tube TV turning on? That was That was not a tube TV, but it was a great sound effect.
I just moved my tongue a couple times, and then went.
Yeah, it was great.
And that's what happens when you work on your sound effects. They just get better and better and better.
Yeah.
An issue with working on my sound effects so much, and oftentimes I'll print out a transcript of what the podcast is so I can read it and find the sound effects phonetically.
Oh, and then put them in it. Post.
No. I find the sound effects through reading, and then I can find it, timestamp it better.
So who writes those transcripts?
I have an intern. Yeah, I have a couple of them.
Good.
They're
So what we should do is just make a bunch of weird noise.
Yeah,
and see how they deal with it.
Yeah. The issue is that I thought for the longest time that I had I had the noise doing in my podcast a lot. Like,
yeah,
all the time it kept popping up. I was like, why was I saying doing so much?
Yeah.
Turns out it's just doing.
Oh.
But when you're thinking sound effects.
Yeah, doing.
Yeah. I prefer to call them sound effects, even though the more fun term to call them is onomatopoeia.
Oh.
Right?
Well, no. Onomatopoeia is you would saying the word. So it would be like, bang!
Versus.
I'm sorry if that was loud.
It was a little loud. That's all right. Could you see my
bang!
eyes? My eyes shrink a little bit into my head.
Yeah, I did. You're like, oh, I'm going to have to deal with that.
So this is a good joke.
Oh.
My grandpa he went blind at a pretty early age, so he always stressed taking vitamin D pills because it'll help me have strong eyes.
Yeah.
And look at my eyes now. They both have 6-packs.
I am super lost on that one.
My eyes are really strong.
They're so strong that they have 6-pack abs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The best jokes, I think, to be told are ones where the audience looks at you and they go, I'm lost. Or we were talking about this earlier on the first half hour that was excellent, and then we didn't get back to it. You complimented me on my puns.
Yes. I'm glad you brought that back up.
Yeah. And that's it. Let's talk about the next thing.
Just in case everyone missed it the first time, Matt complimented me.
But it's when you tell a joke or you say a pun that's really funny on paper, but it's such a funny pun or joke or whatever that the people don't get it, so they have to oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's really, and they say that's really funny.
Yep.
But you don't feel like it's really funny because they didn't laugh.
Yep.
Even though you know it's a great joke.
But I mean, that happens a lot to me. Anyways,
sure.
Just like even if I'm watching really good, funny stuff, sometimes I don't laugh because I'm in awe.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think every time you tell a pun, I'm just in awe
of how good it is.
Oh,
dumb
just
it is.
Top notch.
Yeah, I've got 8 or 9.
You got 9
puns I could.
Yeah, you can just do right now.
Yeah, that are related to it all.
It's weird. It's like it's like deja vu.
Yeah, it's like you see a black cat and then you're watching The Matrix. Yeah. That's not a really deep, good joke. There's just a quote in The Matrix about...
Yeah, I remember. There's a cat that walks by and then it walks by again.
Could you explain it to me? I've never seen the film.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I've never seen any of them.
Well, let's start at the beginning. We start with a man in an office. No, we don't.
Let's rewind even further.
Yeah.
It's circa 1971. The Wachowski brothers
are born. No, they're
our brothers.
Our brothers. They weren't brothers before.
They make a movie.
In 1971, they became brothers.
No. They were brothers, and then they were siblings, and now they're sisters.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
That's right. No, you're right. I totally forgot about that.
Because they both separately went through.
Yep.
No, it's just an interesting fact about 3 films I haven't seen, and they're screenwriters.
Yeah.
What are those movies about? Tell me about them in depth.
You know what I noticed?
With as little words as possible.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Now we turned it into a game. Those are fun.
Yeah. Except for board games.
Normal guy gets curious. Follows White Rabbit. gets phone call. Uh-oh, people with guns.
They should have called it Alex in Wonderland.
Yeah, that's
there's
kind of what it is.
Because there's a white rabbit.
Mm-hmm. Well, then he chooses to go into the
Matrix,
into the hole.
Into the hole. Yeah.
He chooses one of the pills.
So you'd say he's pro-choice?
Oh yeah. When it comes to choosing blue or red pills, Neo is definitely pro-choice.
Which one did he ever end up choosing?
I have no idea.
Do you know the famous quote from The Matrix that is like...
No.
Okay.
Is there one?
I don't know. I've never seen the film.
He's the one. That famous line.
I'm Neo.
Ooh. So, blah blah blah. Architect. Blah blah. I don't know.
I wish we could do another 20 minutes on The Matrix, but I just don't know enough about it.
Well, here's something happened to me the other day. This has nothing to do with The Matrix.
This is all I want to hear.
Okay. You know how Burger King, their slogan for many, many years was have it your way?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was a Taco Bell. And the new slogan for Taco Bell, do you know it?
No.
Oh, the new slogan for Taco Bell is like make it yours. Or like it's your
because Taco Bell's kind of thing is like people don't generally go to Taco Bell and get a meal unless it's a box meal. They get a group of things, of different items. So it's like choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
But with Taco Bell, it's just choose your own diarrhea.
I feel like they're just ripping off Burger King.
Absolutely.
And I feel like they owe Burger King and the American population an apology. Also, they should apologize for all my farts and poops.
Hi, I'm Mr. King, CEO, founder of Burgers King. I'd like to issue Matthew Carlton Boker an apology because I know your name.
Thank you.
Sorry for all your farts and poops.
Thank you. That sounds genuine. Yeah. Now, could I get one from Taco Bell and not Burger King?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Senor Bell, co-founder and co-CEO of Taco Bell. My co-founder is the Colonel, obviously.
Yes.
I co-founded Taco Bell and KFC. Matt,
is there a Taco Bell while I got you here?
Yeah, well,
I have some questions about Taco Bell.
Let's hear more.
Is there a literal Taco Bell? Is there a bell that I can ring where I can get tacos?
So here's where the issue lies. There, Liberty Bell. Can you picture it?
Yeah, it's got a crack in it, just like my butt. Where all the farts and poops come out.
This goes all the way to Philadelphia, which is near Washington.
Yeah.
So picture the Liberty Bell, and then picture what your hard shell taco comes out of the package looking like. It doesn't look.
It
good.
doesn't.
They're usually broken.
Correct. Yeah, they usually have a crack in it, just like the Liberty Bell. Just like
absolutely. But the Liberty Bell is made of either cement or some sort of metal.
So you're saying the Taco Bell is symbolic?
I think it is.
And it reminds us of freedom and shitty tacos.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Funny thing about the Burger King that I grew up around, the one in my hometown in South Dakota.
Yeah.
This is a callback to the half an hour that we lost.
Okay.
The motto was actually half it your way. Because all the sandwiches were cut in half.
Everyone understood that one.
We had a lengthy chat about fast food.
We did.
Compare, contrast.
And we're still going.
I don't think we touch on it anymore.
Well, I do have a couple things to say.
Let's hear one.
Two.
Okay.
One.
I was gonna say one, and then let's hear another. But.
Well, what I wanted to share what my childhood Burger King was like, because you did.
Please, yeah.
And mine, for some reason, always had some sort of pregnant lady in a sports bra.
Dude, tight.
And I would eat my burger and look at this.
Was it a rotating pregnant lady in a sports bra?
Yeah.
Was she working?
No.
Okay.
Just eating. Just eating for two. The other thing, what I love to do is, Friday nights, I usually grocery shop, make sure I have enough food for the weekend.
Yeah.
So I'll go to Burger King. I'll get 6 double cheeseburgers. I'll get 60 chicken nuggets. I'll put them in the fridge, and I'm good to go for the whole weekend.
I know that is based in reality.
It's not a joke.
Is the nuggets thing is everything? Because you told me one time that you ordered 6.
I lied a little bit. I said 60. Last Friday, it was 50. Okay.
Burger King is going to start offering for a limited time only 100 nuggets for $10.
They already do.
Is that a thing now?
Well, it's 10 for $1, so I could get 100 for 10.
Oh, sure.
Which is like the best deal in the whole universe.
So there, is that a 10? Okay, I was like, that's a penny a chicken nugget.
It's 10 cents a nugget.
Yeah,
which is also disgusting.
They have good nuggets. I like that they're shaped after the characters that have kind of gone by the wayside.
Yeah.
The Grimace. He was great. The Hamburglar.
The Hamburglar. I remember that one. Is Grimace the big purple dude?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always thought he was a plum.
Who?
Is he a thing?
I think he's just an amorphous blob.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like myself.
Oh, yeah.
He's more purple. I'm more pink and blotchy.
Yeah. He reminds me of my balls. Let's.
You had another thing to say.
Oh, did I?
About we said you said I have one thing to say.
Yeah, that was the second. Is that I use Burger King as my local grocery store.
Oh yeah, that's right. So what do you eat during the week then?
Well, usually I eat on the road because of my job.
So Burger King.
So Burger King. And then when I get home, I usually don't want to cook, so I'll usually grab something on the way home. It's really good for budgeting your money.
Yeah. I get that. I mean, you're in tremendous shape for eating nothing but Burger King. It sounds like.
Yeah.
And the occasional Taco Bell.
I can walk.
Yeah. I mean, my legs they go out before they go forward, but it's still walking.
Yeah. And, I get my exercise in.
Yeah.
Every day I do one sit-up to get out of bed.
And then I immediately trip and fall on my head.
Yep.
And I do a push-up to get up.
Yeah. But I will say I do cheat a little.
Sure.
I put a knee down. I don't do a fall push-up. Are you crazy?
Yeah, and I actually only put one hand down. I really just stand up.
Yeah.
We'll call it
my legs do most of the work.
It's like a hybrid push-up, squat, lunge. It's just kind of how I like to start my day with one of them.
Do you do CrossFit?
Yeah, that's where you fit all the letters in across the words to make words.
Yep. 100% right.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
I play a lot of CrossFit. I play a lot of Sudoku.
I play a lot of Call of Duty.
Really?
Recently. I hate myself.
That sounds, because we were talking video games before this started.
Yeah.
And that didn't sound like.
It's not my thing.
No. But sometimes it's fun to get on.
I'm just addicted to it now.
Pwn some noobs.
Exactly.
I like playing Skate. That's kind of a game.
That's a great one.
Yeah. Sometimes I just get on, jam around for 15 to 30.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get on and I do the challenges. I try to beat the pros.
Ooh. I play a lot of Rocket League, actually. That's probably my number one played game.
Is that soccer but with cars?
Soccer with cars.
That game looks sweet.
It's super dope.
I think I've played it. I'm pretty sure I have. That's on
I think
Wii?
I've put like 900 hours into it.
Oof.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got a ton of vintage games here that we can play later.
Cool.
If you want to play with me.
I do.
But maybe not any that you're super interested in. A lot of wrestling.
Want to wrestle? Oh yeah, I want to wrestle with you.
Do you you like pro wrestling?
No. I think it's silly.
A thing that happened early in the podcast was this kind of turned into a wrestling podcast for a few episodes.
I can dig it.
So I just
do I have to pick a rival?
I was just.
What do you mean?
I like to do this segment every
Yeah.
week where I let the people know that the faithful listeners that stuck through the wrestling podcast. This is not a wrestling podcast.
Oh, okay.
This is not about
It's
wrestling.
not going to turn that way.
I don't like wrestling.
Okay.
I don't want to. But who's your rival?
My rival. It has. Well, I assume it has to be within the movie group.
I mean, you can have any rival. The further that they go from me, though, the more explanation I'll need.
Okay, you then. You're my rival.
All right, fair enough. That's weird because you're my tag team partner.
Shit.
And
It's gonna be
I have a
weird
ton of
match.
rivals, but none of them are you.
How do the rules work with that?
So this happens a lot in pro wrestling. Yeah. I hate that I know this.
Oh, it does? You're tag team with your rival? Happens?
Yeah. So
This is why it's one of America's favorite shows.
a lot of times the tag team will turn into a rivalry. That's what happened with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, I know both of those people.
But like Roderick Strong turned on Pete Dunne, an Irish wrestler in NXT. Doesn't matter. He turned on him, and then
This reminds me of when my old scoutmaster would punish me and sit me down and talk about how to make cheese and sausage.
Was that the punishment? He just like
he would just.
So first you start with you take some milk and you boil it.
Yep.
You let that happen.
It's much more complicated than that.
We'll get back to the cheese.
It would take about a half hour.
We'll get back to the cheese. So you got this meat grounded up. Real good. Go back even further and find meat that's not grounded up. We'll ground that meat up.
And this delicious ear treat is the same as somebody talking about wrestling.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're rivals then. This is happening.
We're rivals because we don't I love you more than you love me. And then you say the opposite.
I love you more than you love me.
And now we're just proving we're rivals because we're fighting about how much we love each other.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's a good
family friendly content.
That's a good rivalry.
Yeah. Who knew wrestling could be so good?
Yeah.
It just takes a couple bearded guys.
Just two bearded men with their shirts off, loving each other. You know what I mean?
What's your wrestling persona? Because mine's the same. Because we're tag team partners. But it might be the same, but inverted.
I've never thought about
rebels.
this. When I was in junior high, I had this alter ego called the Tornado of Fire. So I guess that would be it. And what I like about Tornado of Fire, TOF, it's tough.
It is, I mean, that's a tough stretch. But
tough. Tornado of Fire.
That'd be a pretty scary thing to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you really
also,
think about it.
Yeah, if you really think about it, guys. Have you ever thought about a tornado on fire? That's crazy, right?
I started writing a spec script for a sequel to Sharknado called Barricane.
Yep, I got it. Barracuda Hurricane?
Yeah.
Oh, classic.
That's even better than what I had in my mind, which was bears in a hurricane.
That's way better. Way better.
So that one didn't sell, so I wrote a follow-up to that one called Shit Tsunami, which isn't about a tsunami of poop. It's about a tsunami of pup.
Pups, like Shih Tzu puppies?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Oh, I get what... Oh, my God, there's a whole layer of puns there. Wow. That's a magical treat. That's You know what? Your puns are Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious.
Yeah, and
thank you.
those damn kids are always after them. That's my Irish accent.
Yeah. Your Irish accent.
I've been working
as your puns.
I've been working a lot on. It takes a little longer than it should to understand, and when you get it, you don't like it.
Yeah. But then it's even. It's the effect is even bigger then.
I'd say so. Yeah. It's
Have you ever killed a bear with your bare hands?
No, but I've killed a bear with his own hands.
Whoa. So you did kill a bear with bare hands.
I did, just not my own.
But just not yours. Oh. Why? Okay.
Why?
That was my attempt at a pun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of bare hands.
See, I'm just not getting what.
It's not actually a pun. Now that I think about it.
It's more of a play on words.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a pun.
I'm not good at puns.
I love POWs though, dude. I love plays on words.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, I support POWs 100%.
I thought you meant prisoner of war.
Oh yeah.
You love
I would never support
prisoners of
taking
war.
warriors prisoner.
John McCain was cool.
Right. Oh, I don't support taking prisoners of war.
Yeah.
But I support people who have been prisoners of a war.
I'm glad you clarified.
So I had a veteran on who's currently overseas. What up, Ethan? Thanks for your service and listening to the podcast.
Thank you.
But he told me that he doesn't pay taxes.
What?
So I'm thinking about joining the army. I'm sick of paying my damn taxes every year.
I guess that is one benefit of being a prisoner of war.
I think it's
no bills.
The big one.
Yeah.
And like maybe you're lucky enough to be, I don't know, stationed, captive in Hawaii or that would be us taking somebody captive.
Yeah, some surfer bros kidnap you and they teach you how to surf and super. Yeah, being a prisoner of war sounds sick.
Oh, bruh, after you were done hanging you from your toenails, we're going to teach you how to hang 10.
Oh,
I love surf culture. Are you into that at all?
No, not even a little.
I
am anti-culture.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So like extreme sports have always been really cool to me.
Okay, like X Games stuffs or
Yeah, but that's a bit corporate. It's like we get it, Mountain Dew, whatever. No, Mountain Dew, Super Nachos, X Games, new metal. I'm into it.
There's nothing better than a 16-year-old boy putting a piece of wood on 4 wheels and just heading down a hill. You know what I'm saying?
Love it, yeah.
Love it.
Especially if at the bottom of that hill there's another hill.
There's a little hill that they can go up. And then they fly through the air.
Sometimes they do tricks. Sometimes they fall and hurt themselves. I don't know. I've always been fascinated with like skateboard, the people who skateboard and spend their lives doing that. Same with surfers. You know, it's a hobby that you never grow out of.
Sure.
If you're a real piece of shit, I guess, or professional, right? So you're either a 50-year-old surfing.
Yep. You hit it on the head. If you're 50 and surfing, you are either a pro or a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that. You heard it there second.
So what do you think is the percentage of professional surfers then?
It can't be super high.
It's like 1% of surfers are pros?
Probably.
So 99% of them are just pieces of shit? Is that what you're saying, Sam?
Oh, hey, bro. Hey. Calm down, easy, chill, rev it down, bro. Rev it down. I'm not trying to say. I think at a certain point, like if you're an adult, to have a hobby that you never grow out of is what I was. To be 55 and to be hitting the waves.
I feel like
shouldn't you have a family?
Just do it.
Nike,
yeah. Just nothing matters. Just do it.
I don't know. I think everybody should be killed when they hit like 60.
You know, that's an episode of Star Trek.
Is it?
Next Generation.
I've never even seen it.
Yeah, it's they have to, once they hit 65, it's a culture where they have to commit suicide. So they're not a burden on the rest of the population.
It's not that we have a problem with overpopulation. It's that we have a problem with overliving.
Overliving.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know? I mean, yeah, I want to see the world end when I turn 80 because it's probably going to happen. We're going down that road.
Yeah. This is neat. Hey Sam, what do you think death will be like?
I think it'll be great. Imagine sleeping but never having to wake up.
Oh man.
But that's when I do all my exercise.
Anyways, back to poops and farts.
Let's go make a poopy.
Yesterday, 2 days ago, there was a lady. I was delivering a toilet seat to some lady.
So I think we explained your job in the half hour that we lost.
Yeah. I deliver, set up, repair medical equipment
for adults.
For adults and kids, actually.
Yeah. People who need medical equipment delivered.
Yeah, like lift chair, right? Mm-hmm. So I meet this lady in the elevator, and she says, are you from APA? And I was like, yeah. She's like, I have a problem with my lift chair. And I was like, oh, boy. Here we go. I'm like, what's the problem? She's like, this, on the seat, there's wrinkles. And I was like, I think I've seen this before. And she says, oh, really? What could be the problem? And I said, sounds like you're sitting on it. That shut her up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it should. Oh, my. I thought you were going to make a joke about her wrinkly ass. But that's just how I treat the elderly.
Your butt's just a stamp for wrinkles.
You find that job fulfilling?
Pretty much.
You feel like
it's as good as a regular job can be.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'd rather be shooting movies with Sam or something.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
And
way more fun.
Getting paid big paper. Big paper, big pants, big dreams.
Big laughs.
Big laughs. Big tits.
That was in the callback too, wasn't it?
Big tits. We hold our pizzas there.
Hold our pizzas, hold our pens, and almost never, ever compliment someone on their tits.
Because we're gentlemen.
We are. And we also have standards.
We know tits because we've got them.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out every scene. We're gonna fill our house with happiness, but we'll smother the blues with tenderness. There's room for you, room for me, for gentle hearts and opportunity.